Nano Kiki from class 25CX with number ID 254111173. Okay, at the last, we talk about the supply function in business, mathematics, and economics. The supply function is one of the core concepts in economics that describes the behavior of producers in the market. Mathematically, these functions models the relationship between price and quantity average. 1. The economic concept, the law of supply. The law of supply states that ceteris paribus, assuming other factors remain constant, an increase in the price of good or service will lead to an increase in the quantity of the good service supplied and vice versa. Business logic. Producers are motivated by profit. A higher price means greater potential profit, encouraging producers to increase their output and supply. 2. Mathematical representation. The supply function. The supply function links the quantity supplied Q as a function of the price P. This relationship is positive or direct. 3. The supply curve is the graphical representation of the supply functions, where the horizontal axis is the quantity Q and vertical axis is the price P. Important distinction: movement versus shift. A. Movement along the curve cause a change in the price of the good itself. Affect change the quantity supply, does not change the supply function. Example: when the price increases from P1 to P2, we move from point A to point B along the same curve. P. Shift of the curve cause a change in non-price factors other than price of the good itself. Effect: change the entire supply function. 4. Key non-price factors. These factors cause a shift in the supply curve. 1. Cost of production. A rise in the price of inputs, labor, or raw materials. Capital increases production cost, shifting the curve to the left. Supply decreases. 2. Technology. Technological improvements make production more efficient, lowering unit costs and shifting the curve to the right. Supply increase. Number of producers. More firms entering the market lead to higher total market supply. Shifts to the right. 4. Future price expectation. If producers expect price to rise in the future, they tend to hold back current supply. Shift to the left temporarily. 5. Tax and subsidies. Taxes increase costs, shifting the curve to the left. Subsidies decrease costs, shifting the curve to the right. The basic supply function. In its most basic form, the supply function focuses solely on the relationship between price and quantity supplied, assuming all other factors are constant ceteris paribus. It can be expressed as Qs is the quantity supply of the good, P is the price of the good, F indicates the functional relationship. The law of supply. The supply function typically reflects the law of supply, which states that all else being equal, as the price of a good or service increases, the quantity supplied increase, and as the price decreases, the quantity supply decreases. This means the supply function usually has a positive slope where the determinants typical include, let's check it out. P, the price of the good itself, causes of movement along the supply curve. P, I, prices of the input factors of productions like labor, materials, and energy. T, technology, improvements in technology typically increases supply. G, government policies like taxes or subsidies. E, expectations of future price change, and the number of sellers in the market. Change in any of determinants other than the good on price. E, because the entire supply curve to shift and increases or decrease in supply at every price. Thank you.